Hey, thank you, coaches. I'll make this very quick. Notice on the floor we've got the box, the lane. On all the goals you have the blue box, and that's for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade boys, and then 4th, 5th, and 6th grade girls. That'll be the lane. Now, before the games ever begin, 1st and 2nd grade boys and 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade girls shoot from this line. They have 2 chances to make 1 free throw. 3rd and 4th grade boys shoot from here, and the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade girls shoot from here. 2 shots to make 1 basket, and then this is 5th and 6th grade boys. Now, the yellow line that goes the length of the court, this is your out of bounds. And if they touch it, they're out. Same on the sides. If you look up here at the clock, we have 6-minute periods. And you notice we're on period 1. We have 3 periods, and then an 8-minute half, and then 3 more 6-minute periods. Now, you notice I've got the score in period 1, 56-11. I hope that never happens. But coaches, if that happens, we want you to call off the dogs. We don't want to smear another team in the dirt. The best way to do that is tell your guys, pass like 4 or 5 times before anybody takes a shot, or feed the ball to one of your weakest players. So the clock, 8-minute halves, blowouts, armbands. Don't forget, coaches, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade boys do man-to-man only. And the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade girls do man-to-man only. The older 2 divisions can do zone if they want, but they've got to tell the other team and the ref that they're going to do zone, and you have to declare that at the beginning of the period and then stick with that until that period is up. Remember, we put talent against talent, so your blue armband will be the strongest, and you don't have to zoom in, but I've got it listed as blue, green, orange, white, and yellow. And think of it alphabetically, and that goes from your strongest player down to your weakest player. And we put them talent against talent, and it helps all parties. Let's see, where did I leave off? Fouls. A red armband is given to the player when they commit a foul in a 6-minute period. If they commit another foul, the other team gets a point and the other team gets the ball. If it's a shooting foul and they make the basket, it'll be an and one. Don't forget, coaches, to wear your uniforms. And if you have a, your upward coach's shirt, and if you have an assistant, make sure they wear theirs. We don't want people out here in leadership that doesn't have their uniform, and we want the kids to wear their upward T-shirt under the jersey. All right. Home is blue, and no. Home is red, and the visitor is blue on the jerseys. If you've not downloaded the Upward link, you create a password and log in with your email. You're going to find that so helpful. Reach out to me if you've not done that. As far as rotation, we all play by the same rules. And after the first period, your starting 5 will come out and the next group will come in, depending on how many you have. But your top players will come off and they'll get on the bench, and each team follows the same rotation, so it works out most of the time. At the beginning of the first game, we'll have you put your starting lineup on the scores table. Come over here, Joshua. The scores table is over here, and this is Court A, guys, and Court A uses this scoreboard over here. And then over here is Court B, and they use that scoreboard, so don't get confused. Now, right here in the middle with the cones is the cheerleaders, so try not to walk over them, because you'll notice the cheerleaders go right through the yellow out of bounds line. But if there's an issue with a score, the chain of command is the coaches can talk about it, and then they go to the referee. The referees talk about it, and then the referee goes to the scores table. So if you have a parent that says the score's wrong, they come to you, you go to the ref goes to the scores table. And we'll need the starting lineup on the scores table with your jersey numbers. At halftime, follow me, Joshua. At halftime, actually at the beginning of the game, this is where they're going to run out of the tunnel. They'll come through this tunnel, and if you're Court A visitor is going to be right here, Joshua, and Court A home is going to be right here. Now, if you notice on the wall over here, Joshua, we've got Court A visitors kind of corresponding with Court A bench visitors. And then over here we got Court A home for the fans corresponding with Court A home for the players. So that way your parents and family will all be, rooting from the same direction. You should have all had a schedule. You can get plenty at the desk out here. You need to be lined up behind this tunnel 15 minutes before tip-off. So if you've got an 8:30 game, you need to be lined up in the tunnel at 8:15. If you got the 9:45 game, you need to be lined up at 9:30, and so on. We will call the kids out when 3/4 of the teams are lined up. So work with us on that. At the end of the game, we all shake hands and we're at peace. And then you go, Joshua, just follow me, all right? I think we can do this. At halftime, you go to your corresponding, room. So if you're home, Court A, home is down there. If you're Court B, home is down there. And then the visitors are down here, Court A and Court B. And obviously this is where we line up. At the end of the game, after we shake hands, you go back to that same room for snack, give out your stars, and pump up the kids. Joshua, I think we've covered just about everything. If you have any questions, call me. Thank you, coaches.